This week's spread, I will be using Cozy Season stickers from AT Art Digital on Etsy, and then some of my own box stickers that I made and cut out on my Cricut. If you're new here, welcome to Making All the Plans. I'm a busy mom of two very active kids, and my husband and I both have full-time careers. My goal is to share with you how I stay on top of all life throws at me in one planner so that you might be able to do the same. And I am loving fall because I love the fall colors and I love using fall stickers in my planner. I'm hoping that this is going to be a quick spread since I already weeded my images down to just the ones that I thought that I would use. So there are a lot more that were available in the AT Art Digital sticker pack, but I don't always print out all the stickers because I don't want to waste my ink and my sticker paper. So the first thing that I am putting down is this long notes box. I am going to use it for meal planning, and I may be out of town a few days in this week and the next week, so I will start making some make-ahead meals so that my family is set while I'm gone. But this will give me a lot of room to plan out both what I am making for dinner that particular night, as well as any make-ahead meals I'll be putting in the freezer. I did want to start with the two images of the person, the backside and the hair and sweater. I really like these. I wasn't sure what size I wanted, so I did print them out in two sizes, but I did go ahead and go with the bigger ones for both. And now I am just taking my pencil and marking where I want to put my calendar items. Instead of putting them all across the top this week, I am going to spread them out throughout the spread. And then I'm going to also mark where I want to put my lines for my tasks. So that way I don't put a lot of imagery in that box, and I do end up having room for everything that I need functionally for the week. And then I did go back and double check that I hadn't missed anything or messed anything up. There have definitely been times where I have put too much decor down and did not have enough room for the things that I needed room for. My goal, however, is to use all of the images on this page, except for the second picture of the girl in the sweater and the second picture of the girl's backside. I am going to go ahead and start by putting this large couch down. I really feel like if I start with the bigger images and then fill in with the smaller images, things go much smoother. So here I am trying to play with the layout of the couch. Now, if I were smart, I would have gotten out the wax paper so that I could have just moved this around, but I didn't, so we just lifted it up carefully. As you saw in my notes area, I've already used undo once, so hopefully I don't have to use that again. But while I am figuring out where else I want images, let me go ahead and get some lines down. I am going to grab my Chrissy Ann Design stencil. I think this is in the 6mm, but I am not exactly sure. And my Muji 0.38. I do use the Chrissy Ann Design stencils because I like to vary the width between my lines, and I feel that the Happy Planner lines are just spaced too far apart. So here, like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm using the 6mm spacing, but they come in 5mm, 6mm, 7mm, and 1/4 of an inch. And as I do designs like this, where I have my lines all over the page, my calendar items all over the page, I do take more time to focus on making sure that I am putting things in the right spots, especially when I'm putting my lines down. I don't want to mess up when I am using the permanent pen. I do use a friction erasable pen when I write in my planner, but when I am drawing lines, I use my Muji 0.38, and that way it doesn't smear or erase when I am writing the actual tasks in for the week. And right now I am only able to plan about 3 days out at a time. My son's high school team made it to the season tournament, the end of season tournament, and they won their first game. He did get called up for varsity, so that's very exciting, but that means that if you win, you play again, so we just kind of wait to see if we win before we plan the next 3 days. And then if we lose, then I can plan out further, but I would rather be winning and not be able to plan my life than lose and be able to plan my life. So I'm very proud of the team. It's very exciting. We won our division for the first time ever, and the boys also scored the most goals of the season in school history this year. So it's been a very exciting season to watch. And also, it's very exciting that my son still has 2 more years to play with the soccer team. So then I'm just grabbing my Gentle Reminder sticker book to put in some quotes. I really wanted to use This Week Looks Bright, but I didn't really like how it had like a border around the bottom. So that's why I just went ahead and put it back instead of trying to fight with it. I do love sentence stickers, so I put this Go with the Flow sticker in. I do have a few options of sentence stickers, and I'm very happy that I purchased those. So if you're looking for something small to fill in spaces, I would definitely recommend sentence stickers, either in a Happy Planner book, or Tim Holtz has a lot of sticker sentences as well. I did leave that book open to the side, but I wanted to get some more images in before I put more quotes in and took up space. I really like these little legs with the socks. Let's just be honest, I liked all of the images from this set. Again, I just picked the ones that I thought that I would use and printed those. There were probably a few others that I could have printed as well, but I decided to just print one sheet of stickers and one sheet of boxes. And I won't use all the boxes today, but I also am not dropping in anything functional for the week because our plans are so up in the air right now. So this is just a very bare bones spread with good images, but plenty of room for my calendar items and my tasks. So let me drop this tree in. I did decide to use the bigger tree here. I could have used the smaller tree somewhere else as well, but again, I didn't want to overdo it with the images because I don't know what's going on this particular week, and I want to make sure I'm leaving enough room for the plans that I end up having to make. I do drop quite a few boxes in for not having any specific plans, but I will either fill those with plans or I will put quotes or to-dos or memories or anything like that in the boxes. So they won't go unfilled, but it is a lot more boxes than I normally drop in when I have no idea what's going on for the week. I'm also making sure that I erase my pencil marks as I go so that I don't either smear my lines when I'm erasing or I don't have to try and get too close to a sticker and maybe wrinkle the edge as I'm erasing, if that makes sense. As I'm thinking about the coming week, though, I need to continue to remind myself not to overplan my tasks for each day because things will fill up. My daughter does not have a football game this week. They finished last week, and the football team was actually undefeated. So the 7th grade boys did a great job this year. I'm excited to see what they do in the upcoming years as well. But her football season is over. They do not have any playoff games for 7th graders. However, I know that basketball is going to start up soon, so cheerleading practices won't stop. However, I'm not sure if there will be a cheerleading practice this particular week. If my son's soccer team loses their next game, he will switch right to club soccer, so we may jump into that schedule. However, he can't join club until high school is done, so it is a bit up in the air. And again, I would not change this crazy life for anything. I have mentioned that in the past. However, it's a little over the top this week just because we really have no idea how to schedule what's happening. I can, however, make a pretty spread and a comforting spread, so at least when I look at my layout, even as I'm adding those things, I can be relaxed and soothed by the spread. There aren't any super bright colors. I don't really want it to be really busy. I just want it to be welcoming and a little bit relaxing when I come to it. You will see that I did use some extra undo there, even where there wasn't a sticker. I found that if a sticker leaves a sticky spot, that I could use the undo and rub it off a little bit, and the sticky will come up. I hate leaving sticky residue on my planner pages, so I make sure that that gets taken off. Now I want to make a cluster with this pumpkin and this vase with the, I don't know what it is. They're not florals, but the little sticks in them. And I thought about using this Planner Kate washi tape to kind of ground it. However, I didn't really want to have to put washi tape other places, and I felt like I couldn't put it in just one spot. So I do put it down, I audition it, but I end up not really liking how it looks. So I will play around with this area for a little bit until I get it looking the way that I want it to look. And again, I'm doing some more erasing here just because I want to make sure I get the pencil erased before I put anything down. But instead of using that washi tape as a grounding space, I think I'm going to use a sticker instead. It's just a matter of deciding what size sticker I would like in that space. So I do audition that dark purple sticker out, and I decided that I wanted to put that on Sunday just to balance out that darkness across the page. So I am going to grab this blue sticker instead for the middle, and then use the box to ground my stickers instead of using that Planner Kate washi tape, which I love, but I do like the box look here better. And now I'm going to get my pencil shavings and my eraser shavings off of the spread so that as I'm putting stickers down, they don't get trapped underneath. Now I'm feeling pretty good about this spread. I do just want to balance out the colors a little bit more and get the rest of my lines down on the paper. I definitely wanted to bring this light blue across the page. I have some over on Monday, some on Wednesday, and I'd like to carry it all the way over to the weekend. So now it's just a matter of overlapping it so that it makes it look good and intentional. So I did move that purple box in just a little bit so that the overlap worked well. So I'm liking the purple, I'm liking the blue, I like the orange. I think maybe I should put one more orange somewhere in the middle. So let me find a sticker for that. I am going to pull these pumpkins that of course are orange, but it's still not quite enough orange there. So I am going to grab an orange box to go along with it. And I think I'll grab a blue box as well, partially because I like that there are two blue boxes over on the right staggered. And then I think that I'll carry that over so that there are two staggered blue boxes on the left as well. I feel like that balances it out more. Sometimes I'm happy with just three and kind of a triangular shape, but here for some reason I felt like it needed more blue. It might be just because there isn't as much blue in the images as there are orange and that purplish color. So I think that's why I feel like it needed it there. As you see, I did make it so that they were in between the two disc holes so that I did not have to repunch the holes. I hate repunching holes. So I try to avoid it as much as possible. Now I'm going to go ahead and get these leaves out and start spreading them throughout the page as well. Nothing says fall more than falling leaves, right? So I'm going to start by dropping in some leaves right here in the middle. I will find a few other places, hopefully, to put them, but I just liked how there was this space here, and it seemed like it was just meant for the leaves. And before I get too far ahead of myself, let me go ahead and drop in the rest of my lines. You will notice that I am not going to put Saturday and Sunday together. Normally I put them together. I treat them as one big to-do list, but I wanted to space them out some more than I normally do. And I wanted to make sure that the spread was balanced, and I felt like if I put them both up at the top or both at the bottom, that it would make it too heavy in that space. So I am going to try splitting them up this week, and we'll just see how it goes. If it doesn't work out, I just won't do it again. If it works out, then maybe I'll split them up going forward. If you don't try new things, how do you know if you like one way better or not? So I am going to give it a shot and see how it works. If all else fails, I could just draw more lines down at the bottom and it wouldn't be a big deal. I am sure that I could fill up the lines if I needed to. And now that all the lines are down, I can just go back and fill in any gaps. I do want to put a few more quotes or at least the sentence stickers down. Let me drop in the here and now sentence sticker. And then I'm going to go through and erase the rest of my marks. I have all my lines down. I have all my decor boxes done. I can fill the decor boxes more if I want to or need to, but where things are is all in the right places, and now I just need to make sure that I leave those calendar boxes open for my calendar items. But I can go ahead and erase the pencil marks at this point. I definitely have enough space for everything, and the lines that I drew for my task lists are all dry now, so they will not smear when I erase the pencil marks. I do like that Muji 0.38 because it does dry pretty quickly. I haven't had many opportunities to smear it unless I get sometimes it'll get like a little ink blob when I'm doing my lines because of, I guess it's the dust or the residue from the stencil balled up with the ink. So sometimes if that gets on the paper, that could smear. But normally I can see that happening and just wipe off the tip of my pen before it does. I'm also going to drop in this sticker that just says wonderful. And then I'll take a look at what's left on my sticker sheet and try and use up anything else. I will grab some more leaves if I can get them off of my sticker paper and drop those in throughout the spread. After I get these leaves where I like them, I will move them around a little bit. But once I get these leaves where I like them, I will be done with this spread. I do like how cozy it looks. And although my planner mind is racing since I can't really plan out very far, Monday is the only day I can plan so far. I am hoping for more soccer games, but on the other hand, wow, it is very stressful to not be able to plan when you're such a planner. So this bottom section I will use for errands and returns, and then that notes area I will use for meal planning. And then I have plenty of room for my calendar items, plenty of room for my tasks. But I am super excited for this week. I hope that everybody is doing something cozy and that you have a great week. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!